Hi, it's Lara Waldman here, and today I'd like to speak to you about one of my abundance blocks. One of the blocks within myself that stop me from manifesting. And you know, this is a deep one. This is one that I have been working with for 20 years now, I've realized. And my abundance block, one of my big blocks to manifesting, has been something that I've been aware of, but I just felt completely paralyzed by. It's been a work in progress. It's been a journey with lots of baby steps and little breakthroughs. And I'd like to speak with you about that today. And this is my fear, a fear of showing up, speaking my truth, and sharing all that I am publicly in the world. This has been one of my major areas, my major challenges to move through. And I know it's not uncommon. And interesting how I was attracted to being an actress in the beginning of my journey, right? Like put yourself right out there. And so each step over the last 20 years, whether it's been acting or becoming a healer and talking about that, whatever it's been, each step has been a real challenge, me showing up in my truth. Because there was a part of me that felt like who I was too much, too big, too different, too weird. So for years, for example, when I first started working as a healer, I couldn't even tell people what I did. I said it was like something like massage, for example. So I remember this moment where I decided to really come out as a healer and share what I did. So it was very secret. My world of spirituality, my psychic gifts, and my healing abilities were something that were very secret. I felt like I couldn't really talk to that many people about it. And then over time, that became more and more comfortable for me to share. And then I remember I was really guided by my higher self to start making YouTube videos. And that was one of the most terrifying things ever, to publicly share how I think and feel for the world to see. And you know, my fear of judgment and ridicule and being persecuted were so intense within me. But again, slowly and steadily, I overcame that fear. But what I noticed is the same fear, the same block would keep presenting itself in different ways. And it was writing my book. That was a huge barrier to overcome. I wrote a book called Money Manifestation Mastery. And the whole process of writing that book was really about me finding my voice and sharing my voice. And I thought, this is going to be written in ink, you know, and you can't change it once you've written it. So that was a real obstacle for me to overcome. And also public speaking. When I first started public speaking, it was the same thing, really sharing how I think and how I feel publicly, opening yourself up for criticism and judgment and ridicule. And these were really, really major obstacles for me to overcome. And what's interesting is life always gives you opportunities for expansion, for growth, especially when we are creating our life in alignment with our higher self, our purpose, and stepping out of our comfort zone, following our hearts. It will trigger us. It will take us to areas that are in the shadows, that need our love and attention, that are ready to expand to the next level. So it can be really extraordinarily uncomfortable. And then when I was guided to start teaching about money manifestation, abundance, manifestation in general, I came up with a similar trigger. I was absolutely terrified what people would think about me teaching about money, because at that point in the spiritual communities and the spiritual circles, it was money is the root of all evil. And so I was bringing through a new point of view around using money manifestation as a tool for living your life on purpose, living a life of true abundance. So it was another really uncomfortable step for me. And essentially the main theme has been about showing up and sharing my truth and speaking my voice. And recently I've been going through a whole new level of that, which when I was trying to teach about money manifestation, abundance activation, I realized that I was still kind of dumbing down my message because I felt that I had to shrink or box or package my message in a way that people could understand. I thought that my message was too weird, too deep, too intense, too much. Actually, I wondered if it was too advanced, that people weren't ready for it. And now I come to the place where really it's just time to share it, to speak it like it is, and to talk about the way that I work and who this work is for in a really clear way. So when we show up and we speak our truth and we share our voice, it helps the people who are aligned with that message find you. So now I know that it's really important that we show up in that full, authentic truth. And it's very vulnerable, but it also means that the people that are aligned with your message can hear it, can get it. And then those who aren't aligned with it will be repelled by it. They will go somewhere else and they'll go find something that's aligned with their. There truly isn't right or wrong or good or bad. There's just what is aligned with you and your path and your life and your choices at this time. So now in this moment, I'd love to share with you more about how I work with manifestation and what my point of view around living a life of abundance truly is. And what I've realized is manifestation and abundance work is truly advanced. It's not for the faint of heart, because to manifest what you desire means that you need to manifest all that you truly are into this body, into this life, and show up in the fullness of all of you. That is the core. That is the core root of manifestation, how manifestation works. And what that means, in order to do that, in order to be the walking, talking embodiment of source energy, of your full potential, of your full purpose, living, breathing, walking, talking it, you have to have the courage and the willingness to go into some very deep, dark, and scary places within yourself. In order to bring that light, that great gift of all that you are, and it needs to be funneled down in through this body, through this vehicle. And in order to do that, we need to connect deeply to some very deep, hidden, painful aspects of the self. That might mean coming into your deepest pain, your trauma, abandonment, fears, our deepest wounds of feeling alone and not good enough. It means having the courage to dive deep, deep, deep into the shadows. It's like deep, deep into the deepest depths of the ocean, into those deep, dark places within yourself. And when you do that, when you finally land into those places, we bring light. You bring the light of your heart, the light of your soul, the light of your gifts and your message, and anchor it here through your body. The image I get a lot is, in order for a beautiful lotus flower to blossom on the surface of the pond, it needs to take its roots deep into the dark sludge at the bottom of the pond. The beautiful lotus at the top of the pond can only blossom, can only survive by diving its roots deep into sludge, into darkness, into slime. That's where the fertile soil is. So manifestation work means that you need to dig your roots deep into the soil, into the shit of life. We are literally full of shit. And shit, when given enough time, can transform into the most fertile, rich soil. It's life-giving fertilizer. And that transformed shit into nutritious fertilizer is the perfect foundation for the seed to take root. And this is the seed that you are. Within you is all of the consciousness, all of your gifts, everything, the greatest wisdom and information deep within you is like the consciousness inside a seed. The seed knows what to become. You know what to become. You just need the right environment, the right soil in order to dig deep into the earth and start growing roots into yourself, and allow that sprout to sprout up. So a tree can only grow as great and expansive as it is by having roots that go deep, deep, deep into the dark, cold, rich soil. So in order for us to manifest, this is what we have to become. The courage to dive deep into ourselves, to root deeply and powerfully into our body and into this earth in order to expand out and shine bright and make the great impact that you were born to make, for that seed to then blossom into whatever it's destined to become. You simply need the right environment, the right support. It's often very simple. A seed needs soil, water, sunlight eventually to grow. And we're very similar. It's very simple. Our needs are, in fact, very simple. And the willingness to embrace simplicity is also very advanced. So a lot of the work around abundance and manifestation means a willing to embrace simplicity, embrace nature, embrace our natural cycles. For example, we know that if you plant a seed, it's going to take time to grow and blossom into whatever it becomes. It's going to take time for an apple seed to become a tree and bear fruit. We know this. We are the same. There is a divine rhythm, a natural cycle within your body, within your system that knows. It knows. Your job is to simply listen and go deep within and uncover that incredible richness, that incredible information that lies within yourself. So, if you feel an attraction, a curiosity, an interest in diving deeper into this work, please do get in touch. As a first step, you can order my book, Money Manifestation Mastery, off my website. The link's below. You can find it on Amazon or other book retailers. But there's also opportunities to dive deeper with me in different ways. So please do get in touch with the information below if you would like to find out anything more. Sending you huge amounts of love from my heart to yours, and speak to you again very soon.